Hillary Clinton's worst nightmare is now looking like maybe yours too, because this recovery just hit the skids. The economy barely growing at all in the first quarter, all of 0.2%. And remember, that could likely be revised down, which could mean the economy contracted. And for all we know, it is continuing to contract. Not good news for Americans hoping things pick up and jobs pick up too, and not good news for Hillary Clinton, who has been hoping that this anemic recovery keeps limping along, at least through the fall of 2016. What if by then, though, it is going completely the other way? Charlie Gasparino was the first to report Clinton insiders were worried about this. Dave Maney says they have reason to be worried about things getting much worse. A lot of people, Dave, looking at this saying it's sort of like a one-quarter stunt show in that there were some anomalies in the first quarter. I don't want to get driven down in the details here, but that you take that port workers strike out west, you throw in the cold weather. That was really a big part. Now, I don't buy the weather thing. But even allowing for that, that was about 1% of this. I still want to know what happened to the other 1.5%. But having said that, the consensus is that things pick up in the quarter we're in right now. Do you buy that?
Well, I don't really buy that. I think one of the things that's most core to know about the Obama administration is that it has almost always chosen to work against market forces. What the market forces build into an economy is resilience and dynamism. So yes, things can go wrong, and yes, you can hit big potholes, but they tend to then sort of rocket you back, right? It tends to be a real springback, like you saw when Ronald Reagan became president after 4 years of Jimmy Carter. What I'm afraid we're seeing is what happens when you brittleize the economy, what is in effect two-term Jimmy Carter. And so what we're left with is no springback. And now you take a couple of hits to the broadside, and I don't think we can take it.
Is there any way you can see an environment where the economy turns around or at least stops falling or stagnating?
I think you'd see it stagnant. I mean, look, we have a tremendous engine of innovation. The stuff that's coming out of Silicon Valley remains a powerhouse, although it tends to degrade a lot of the things that we measure traditionally. You don't get GDP points for Airbnb overnight stays or those kind of things. So the scoreboard's all screwed up, which is one more factor of the ones that Charlie cites of this brittleness of this economy. So I just don't see any good prospect for getting that spring back that they'd so like to see.